The data from Mdundo helped us, if we were to summarize it, right? Yeah. Help us cement the plan that we wanted. You can see, you're watching every week, you're watching how your own music is doing before you invest in a music video, like Wambui was saying.
Success that I can highlight that we have gotten from this distribution is access to our fans,
to our people,
direct access. I don't have to have a conversation with somebody in a label. I don't have to have a conversation with mobile service provider. It's just me and my person. They like my jam. They hop onto YouTube. They're like, hey, this jam, it touched me like this. I was really in a place like this. You guys really have figured out what it is that I was feeling. And that direct one-on-one communication is mind-blowing. It's something that Akina and Michael Jackson would have to physically go out to the people and have a concert and engage with them. Some shocking pop-up thing. And then the chick that is like fainting and is carried, and then they hug, and then she whispers something in Michael's ear. I get to experience that on this digital distribution platforms that really have impacted us and continued to encourage us to do our thing, because we can directly see the impact. Which isn't that crazy? Like, it's true. Do like sometimes you wake up in the morning and then you look at the comments and you're like, what are people saying? And then it's about us. Like, what are they saying?
They're talking about you directly.
Imagine.
It's true. That's crazy. Actually maybe the highlight. I think shocking. one of the highlights of having access like that, and especially at something like Mdundo that's a mass market platform. There are people up country we would never have had access to were it not for spaces like Mdundo. So even like what Wambui is saying, some person from I don't know where is writing to you because they've
Zambia.
just to tell you about how they streamed or downloaded your song. Like, sorry. Thanks. Continue. Tell your friends.
Tell their friends.
I would say that with Mdundo, we've definitely been able to reach a larger audience. I've had people who maybe didn't discover the platform and then call me and be like, oh, I actually found your song on this thing called Mdundo. And I'm like, that's so cool, because I'm like a singer.
The idea behind the Mdundo Awards was because we have data. A lot of the awards that existed were based on users voting or a panel that would judge. We had data based on downloads, so we know who's been the most downloaded artist in the hip hop genre, whatever genre, hip hop, R&B, pop, all that. For us, it seemed like a straight, it's there. You have the data, you have the artists, we can get our partners. At that point, we had a few of our advertising partners, so it seemed like an initiative that would benefit everybody, spotlight the artists, put Mdundo on a platform that we can say this is what we've been doing, and look at the numbers we're pulling in for the users, the numbers we're pulling in for the artists. So it came from a point of, it felt like a natural trajectory for the company at that point. And like I said, we had the data. So it was an amazing the first one was a physical event. We had it again at the Nairobi Garage. There were amazing partners, continued to be at that point, because we just hosted it in a lounge, their lounge spaces. And it was really cool to have a full production. Then we realized that getting artists in was amazing, and we're trying to sort of do what happens like in the West with the BET Awards, all that, and we're just like, you know what, let's do it our way. So not long after that, we did it online, because we figured we are trying to be an African service. We can't just limit it to Kenya. So when we did online, we can now open up to other markets, which we are in.
Right now, Mdundo has the largest access to artists in Africa, direct access to Africa in comparison to any other brand in the world, right? So what that now puts is, it puts Mdundo in a place that the value, because you can't put a value on a person, right? The value on that data is quite highly, and you can't put a price on that. So if you look at it in that angle, it's not about the profit making, it's about how much more can you make waves at. We're getting, they say that there's a song being uploaded every 20 seconds onto YouTube, right? Or at least something being posted onto YouTube every 20 seconds, right? Or every day. And I remember when I was at Mdundo, it was every 2 hours we'd get a new song, or less than every 2 hours to get a new song into it. the days we used to wake up and Shiko and we'd smile and just be like, we have to clean this all up.
And I think also it was one of the platforms that we were able to get data on what was happening with regard to how our songs were impacting our fans. And this is in a sense that we had just released a new album. We were going back and forth in trying to figure out what songs warrant videos.